Hi Coach Jude, I am Johnny Processa and I'm the little teacher of the Study Hub A. Today, I'll be discussing about learner-centered classroom organization involves structures and procedures that prioritize students' needs and active engagement. Some forms are included. Number one is the project-based learning or the PBL. Incorporate PBL approaches to engage students in real-world collaborative projects, fostering creativity and problem solving. Second one is the flexible schedules. It allows for flexibility and daily schedules to accommodate individual pacing and learning preferences. By incorporating these elements, a learner-centered classrooms aims to create an environment where students actively participate, take ownership of their learning, and develop essential skills. And room structuring in a learner-centered classroom involves organizing physical elements to optimize the learning environment. Consider. Number one is the learning zones. It creates distinct areas for different activities such as reading corner, group workspaces, and technology station. The second one is the classroom layout. It is about arrange the desks or tables to facilitate interaction and collaboration, promoting a sense of community among students. Third one is the teacher and the accessibility. Position the teacher's desk strategically to allow easy access to students and promote sportive, approachable atmosphere. By thoughtfully structuring the physical space, educators can create an environment that supports collaboration, engagement, and varied learning styles. In a learner-centered approach, it is establishing effective routines and procedures in a learner-centered classroom. And learner-centered classroom is crucial for creating a specific and organized learning environment. Learner-centered classroom organization encompasses the various forms, procedures, and physical structures designed to prioritize students' needs and active engagement. By incorporating these elements, a learner-centered approach aims to create a dynamic and inclusive classroom environment, enhancing student learning and promoting lifelong skills.
Thank you, Johnny. Good day, everyone. My name is Abigail Cuevas. Today, let's talk about the benefits of routine, and here are some reasons why teachers should have a daily routine. First is mental freedom for teachers. Routines can simplify the teaching process by reducing the need for teachers to constantly making decisions about how to perform an activity. So this frees up their mind to focus on other important aspects of teaching. Second is efficient task management. When teachers establish routines for collecting assignments or distributing materials, they can concentrate more on their lesson planning. This can lead to more effective and organized lessons. Third, smooth lesson execution. So having routines for students' participation, such as whom to call next, can reduce the teacher's stress and allow them to focus more on the students' responses. So this can enhance the interaction between the teacher and the students during the lessons. Fourth is predictability for students. So when teachers follow routines, it becomes easier for students to anticipate their next move. So this predictability can help students concentrate better and enhance their learning experiences. Fifth, stability is assured, especially for the new students who are unfamiliar with the class rules. So this means that when class rules are clearly refined and consistently enforced, it creates a stable learning environment. New students who may not be familiar with these rules will feel more secured and comfortable knowing that it is expected of them. So this stability can help them adjust quicker and focus on their learning. 6. Reduces anxiety on the part of students who do not know how to get involved in the different class activities. So So this suggests that structured and well-explained class activities can help reduce anxiety among students. When students are unsure how to participate in class activities, it can lead to feelings of anxiety. By providing clear instructions and expectations, students can more easily engage in these activities, reducing their anxiety and promoting a more inclusive and productive learning environment. So in conclusion, routines in a teaching environment can greatly benefit both teachers and students. They can improve task management, facilitate smoother lessons, and create a predictable learning environment that promotes concentration and learning. And also, clear communication of class rules and expectations, as well as structured class activities, are crucial in creating a stable and anxiety-free learning environment, especially for new students. Moving on, let's also talk about the learning environment. First is the social environment. So creating a classroom environment that promotes fairness, respect, care, and encourages learning is crucial for a successful learning. So teachers should act as facilitators of learning, making the classroom welcoming to all learners. So fair and consistent management plans help students understand what to expect and take responsibility for their actions. So teachers should model good communication and behavior, treat students with respect, and promote gender and racial equality. So by knowing their students, actively listening, and valuing their opinions, teachers create a safe space where students feel comfortable asking questions and taking academic risks, creating a motivating learning environment. So a positive and nurturing learning environment is essential for motivation. Open communication, purposeful rules, and modeling a safe environment motivate students to do the right thing and support each other. Teachers should emphasize the intrinsic motivation, which is self-driven and lasts longer, by encouraging students to be interested and invested in their own learning goals. Additionally, extrinsic motivators such as praise, positive reinforcement, and rewards can help students understand classroom expectations and enhance their intrinsic motivation. So, in conclusion, creating a social environment that promotes fairness, respect, care, and learning along with a motivating learning environment is crucial for a successful teaching and learning. So by fostering positive relationships, valuing students' opinions, and providing a safe and supportive atmosphere, teachers can enhance students' engagement, motivation, and academic growth. There are 5 effective ways on how to get your students excited about learning, and it will be discussed by Miss Isis Sumindi.
Thank you for that, Miss Ivy. So now let's proceed to the 5 effective ways to get students excited about learning. Learning should be exciting journey for students, not a monotonous task. To foster this enthusiasm, teacher can employ various strategies. Here are 5 effective ways to stimulate student interest and make learning and engagement experience. Number 1. Encourage students. Students seek approval and positive reinforcement from their teachers. When they feel their efforts are recognized and valued, they are more enthusiastic about learning. For example, a teacher can create a Star of the Week or to highlight the achievements of different students each week. This recognition can boost the student morale and make them eager to learn. Number 2, to get them involved. Involving students in the learning process can foster a sense of responsibility and active participation. For instance, assigning roles, a class librarian or technology helper can students feel responsible and involved. This sense of ownership and encourage active class participation. Number 3, offer incentives. Sometimes students need an extra push to participate. Offering incentives such as small rewards for good performance can provide this motivation. For example, a teacher can introduce a reward system where students earn points for participation, which can later be exchanged for small prizes. Number 4. get creative. Changing the structure of the class and incorporation creative teaching method can avoid monotony. For example, teacher can use educational games or debates instead of traditional lectures, enrich the subject matter with visual aids like colorful charts, diagrams, and videos. Such as method can create a warm and stimulating environment conducted to learning. Number 5. Draw connection to real life. Showing students how subject matter in use in real life can give it a new importance. For example, a math teacher can explain how the concept thought are used in everyday situations like shopping or cooking. If students see how the subject applies to their lives, they are likely to be more attentive and motivated to learn. These strategies are based on various pedagogical studies and observation. For instance, the importance of positive reinforcement in learning is supported by B.F. Skinner's operant conditioning theory. Similarly, the concept of making learning fun and relevant is enhanced in the conservation theories of learning. In conclusion, keeping students excited about learning involves a mix of encouragement, involvement, incentives, creative, and real-life connection. By implementing this strategy, teachers can effectively instill a love for learning in their students, making their educational journey more enjoyable and impactful.
Good day, everyone. My name is Kenneth Santiago from the Study Hub team. Now we will have another learning to do, another discussion. We all know that discipline is very important for us students and learners in order for us to know what is good and what is bad. The role of discipline in learner-centered is really broad or really important because we should apply it in our daily lives. Establishing boundaries. This discipline, a learner-centered classroom begins because we clearly defines boundaries and what we should do or what are the expectations we need to do within the classroom. Setting rules and guidelines help students understand acceptable behavior and foster a sense of accountability. Do you wonder that why do students or when students know what expected of them to do, like what they are most like to say focus on engage in their learning? Why we do think that discipline is very important? Because in discipline it starts the respect. Because if we are disciplined enough, we know how to respect our teachers or our co-learners. Because in discipline, we know what are the right or the bad thing we can do and what are the good things that we should follow because we already know that between the bad thing to do and the good things. And with this discipline, we already learn the manners in ourselves. And for another topic that I will discuss to you, my next topic is about classroom rule and responsibilities. The classroom is not just a physical space where the learners occur. It is a dynamic environment that shapes interaction between the learners and the teachers. And now we will explore about this topic. Facilitating. The primary role of the classroom is to facilitate learning by providing a structure and positive environment. And also, the teachers plays a very important because selecting and resources are guiding students through learning process. The classroom serves as a place of exploration, experimentation, and discovery where students can engage with new ideas and perception. Fostering collaboration. The classroom is a hub for collaborations and teamwork where students learn from each other as well as from the teacher. Collaboration activities occur when communication, problem solving, and critical thinking skills. By fostering collaboration atmosphere, the classroom becomes a community of learners who support and exchange each other growth. Cultivative respect and inclusivity. Placing crucial classroom rules. It is cultivative respect, inclusivity among participants. Teachers must create a safe and welcome environment where every student feels valued and respected. Through discussions, activities, and modeling, the classroom promotes empathy, understanding, and acceptance of diversity. Promoting personal growth, the classroom serves as a platform for personal growth and development. Teachers should support students in setting goals, monitoring progress, and reflecting of their learning experience through feedback and coordinates. Empower students to take ownership of their learning journey to strive and continuous improvement. These are the importance of the classroom rules and responsibilities. That's all for my report, and now we will proceed to Miss Christine Lord Abella.
Thank you, Miss Kenneth, for the wonderful topic. My name is Christine Lored I. Abella from Study Hub 8. And let us talk about the 3 types of logical consequence. The first one is timeout or take a break. It's not a punishment. You are not punishing the child for misbehavior. Instead, you are asking them to take a few minutes to regain self-control and to think over what just occurred. Example, when students make a declaratory remark about another student's response to a question, you take a break and let the student realize what they just said. Second, you break it, you fix it. When using logical consequence of this kind, it appears that a student has the chance to address an issue that they created. When there's a mess, when something's broken, when feelings are wounded has occurred, whether on purpose or by accident, the person who caused the issue will suffer the consequence. Duty to make it right. For instance, a youngster accidentally bumps against a playground with another. She halts, says she's sorry, and offers assistance to the other child. Third, loss of privilege. Makes use of this kind of logical repercussion when a student fails to meet requirements. Apply this kind of reasoning consequence for pupils who test the rules, break them, or just forget them. Example, a pupil acts impolitely toward the instructor. The instructor declines, must keep listening to them till they modify their voice. Next, consistent application. Consistent application of rules and consequence is crucial in maintaining order and creating an effective learning environment. When teachers enforce rules consistently, students understand what is expected of them and what consequence they face for not meeting those expectations. For instance, if talking out of turn result in a warning followed by loss of privileges, every student knows what to expect. Consistency also helps teachers earn respect and keeps the classroom running smoothly. Up next, student specific. When responding to misbehavior, take into account the social, emotional, and cognitive skills of the students, as well as what was happening in the situation. The consequence for a student might be the same, but you might practice more with this student or have them reflect on their behavior. For example, you have a student who always pushes in line. The student has an assigned line spot that has been working well, but the student still needs reminders to go to their line. You line up your class but forget to remind them. The student goes to a different spot and pushes in line. In this situation, tell the student that the consequence remain the same, but apologize to them for not reminding them of their spot. Next, time for resolution. In your class, develop routines for resolving conflicts. This is not a skill that comes naturally to students or adults, so be prepared to guide and instruct. The first thing through is to provide the space and time for this to occur. Some teachers build this into their morning meetings or closing meetings. Have a conflict resolution process for disagreements between students. This process should focus on communicating, finding agreeable solutions, and making a plan to move forward. Lastly, calm spaces. Create routines for solving conflicts in your class. Guide students through the process since conflict resolution isn't initiate. Allocate time for it, possibly during morning or closing meetings. Establish a conflict resolution process emphasizing communication, finding solutions, and moving forward together. According to the wearetheteachers.com, one of the best ways to teach our students to accept responsibility is to use logical consequences. What is logical consequences? Teach students hows and whys of good decisions rather than making them sorry for making a bad choice. A logical consequence for Amy would be take a few minutes to regain control and then apologize to her classmate. Amy should help repair the damage she caused by, for example, helping Maddie recreate her page. Her teacher might also have Amy write or talk about some strategies to avoid incidents like this from happening in the future. Question: why do logical consequence work so well? The goal of logical consequence is to help children develop internal understanding, self-control, and a desire to follow the rules. Makes sense, doesn't it? The challenge for a teacher who is new to using logical consequence, however, is to how to have the right responses at the ready. In summary to my topic, logical consequences are effective tools for teaching students the connection between their actions and the outcomes they experience. By implementing this consequence truthfully, educators can encourage positive behavior and foster a sense of accountability among students. In conclusion to my study hub topics, in a learner-centered classroom, organization, procedures, and physical structures enhance engagement. Routines offer predictability and reduce anxiety. Excitement in learning is fostered through gamification, real-world application, interactivity, choice, and celebrating achievements. Roles involve teachers facilitating and students actively participating. Discipline ensures a conducive learning environment. Logical consequences include natural outcomes, teacher-imposed measures, and student-involved problem solving. Once again, this is Christy Lored I. Abella from Study Hub 8. That is all my topic. Thank you for listening.